4.
Hey, hi guys. I'm at the air show. You might have seen my assistant who's helping me out. I'm going to be getting some more shots in 4K for the future edited video of this. I was here yesterday. I'm here again today, a final day. So we're going to do a live stream. So again, I might not be able to respond to comments and all that, but I've got somebody helping me out with the camera. So, okay, here we go. Let me turn the camera around. Thank you, guys. 21 people, awesome.
Okay, everything is stabilized. You see the 144 coming back into the scene. He's been station keeping out there. And Coast Guard cutter there, I think that's a 31-footer if I'm not mistaken. That 31-foot Coast Guard cutter will go over and pick up that raft. That they don't. All right, ladies and gentlemen, up here with me once again is Brian Lilly, co-chair of the Fort Lauderdale Air Show, with a special guest. Brian?
All right, and thanks again, and everybody. I want to introduce you to somebody. So the city of Fort Lauderdale is really our partner and our host on this, and we could never do such an amazing event without the support that we get from the city commission and from all the departments, and especially this year more than ever with the challenges of 2020. So I'd like to introduce Steve Glassman, the Vice Mayor of Fort Lauderdale. And Steve, thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Larry. Good morning, Fort Lauderdale. We are here. Congratulations, Brian. I want to thank you and your team, Dev and Ramola Matwani, and the rest of everyone that is here today to make this event happen on our beautiful beach in Fort Lauderdale. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for being part of our spirit, and thank you for following the protocols that we know will keep us safe. This is a great event. I am so thrilled that we are here to share this event safely. Thank you to everyone that's flying today. Be safe, be healthy. Wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving on behalf of the mayor, the city commission, and all of the Fort Lauderdale city staff. Thank you for being here, everyone, and a happy Thanksgiving and a wonderful holiday season. God bless you. Thank you, Larry.
You bet. Thank you, sir. Nice little departing pass there by the Dauphine helicopter and the Casa 144. Little cross paths here gave you an opportunity to get a very, very good shot of those. All right, coming up next, I told you, the Geico Sky Typers. You're going to get an education here on formation flying and how to attack another airplane. And my good friend Jim Record is going to tell you all about it. James?
Thank you, Mr. Larry. Appreciate it. Hi, folks. My name is Jim Record, as Larry just mentioned. I'm Geico Sky Typer Air Show Team Pilot number 7, and I'll be explaining the formation and maneuvers you'll see here today. It is really great for us to be here at Fort Lauderdale, one of our favorite shows. The Geico Insurance Company proudly sponsors the Geico Sky Typers Air Show Team, a squadron of World War II training planes, and the 2016 recipient of the Art Scholl Memorial Showmanship Award from their industry peers. Geico was established in 1936 as the government employees insurance company and is grateful to our servicemen, women, and their families for their contributions and sacrifices of our great nation. The aircraft we fly are the North American SNJ or T6 aircraft, which along with its Pratt & Whitney 9-cylinder, 1,340 cubic inch Wasp 600 horsepower radial engine, was the standard advanced trainer for all branches of the military in World War II. More American combat pilots earned their wings in this aircraft than any other World War II trainer. These aircraft have certainly earned their legacy in military aviation, and we're here to show you why. Those of you who were out here yesterday, before we did our demo, the Geico Sky Typers did a "Will you marry me" message in the sky. Since these messages can be seen from about 15 miles away, and I'm proud to report to you that it was an affirmative. We got one more. The funny part of it is, though, since there were no names involved, I guess they're actually, oh, here we go. Here they are. Geico Sky Typers using that formation to show you how we do our American flag for you. In order to be more maneuverable, this large formation has to collapse into a tighter, more agile shape. Watch as they smoothly transition from their line abreast formation to a delta formation. Now that they're reformed, they'll fly by in their delta formation so you can appreciate the beauty of 6 classic World War II aircraft in tight formation. If you look closely, you might see the Gecko riding along with the team. Search the team's YouTube channel for the Gecko Air Show commercial to see how his first flight really went. Now, as the team maneuvers back to us at Show Center, they must always be aware of any potential threats to their safety in the hostile aerial environment. Here is one method of reacting to a threat that's behind them or at their 6 o'clock position. Here they come, straight ahead. Watch as the smoke comes on to create a smoke screen and get ready for a high-energy defensive maneuver. Watch as they quickly turn into each other. We call this our 6-plane implosion. Once their 6 is clear, the formation needs to get back together in mutual support. Watch as the aircraft on the left and the right rejoin with each other into 2 small formations known as the Vic. Then they'll maneuver back to us at Show Center. Now here they come, coming straight at us. These 2 Vic formations offer better situational awareness and more maneuverability than the larger formations. This way, the airspace is always covered and protected, much less Geico covers their policyholders from one of 24 different threats. And here come the 2 Vics coming by. As the Vics turn away, watch them reform into 2 different formations. A 4-plane diamond on the left, and the Solos back into their 2-plane element on the right. As they go outbound, they'll set up for a close encounter. A 4v2, a 4 versus 2, head-on pass. Now let's see what happens when these 2 formations get a tally or a visual on each other. They'll attempt to cross as close as possible in order to gain the advantage, to get the edge over the other guys. Keep watching now, folks. 4 600 horsepower World War II airplanes from the left, 2 more from the right, head to head, nose to nose, closing over 320 miles an hour. They'll miss each other by just mere feet. pilots can either continue to turn and engage into a classic dogfight or roll out and bug out. If you look to the left, it looks like the Solos are scoring A bugged out. With the Solos out of the way, this leaves the Diamond Breed to check their 6 for more threats, then continue their turn and roll out along the threat axis right in front of them to check for more targets. When they do, you get another opportunity to enjoy the symmetry of a beautiful diamond formation LES. Now, as you look straight ahead, the Solos come back to give you an example of a 1v1 or 1 versus 1 engagement. They'll start by weaving back and forth in order to clear their 6. Then they'll split apart. At the call, fight's on, they'll turn toward each other into another dreaded head-on pass. Fight's on, folks. And here they come turning right at each other. Who's going to blank first? The Solos will pitch up, trying to gain an advantage. It looks like Wing Solo got the advantage by turning a little higher. Now he'll turn low and inside into the guns position. As he maneuvers for that shot, lead Solo is forced to fly in an unpredictable pattern in order to reverse, escape, or face the possibility of getting shot down. This is called a guns jink. Wow, look what just happened. With a tactical maneuver, lead Solo forced an overshoot. In an instant reversal, he went from defensive to offensive. The hunted is now the hunter as they pursue each other off towards show right. Those supercharged Pratt & Whitney R1340 Wasp radial engines you hear are kept in top shape and overhauled by our sponsor, Tulsa Aircraft Engines.
Hi, everybody.
Now we'll look off to the right as the Diamond returns. They'll maneuver in close formation while highlighting the skills of the pilots as they work hard to stay wingtip to wingtip while climbing, descending, and turning. Now watch as Boss Orkin smoothly pitches the formation on the When they turn, the wingmen on the outside increase their power since they travel a greater distance, while the wingmen on the inside reduce power to stay in perfect formation. That white smoke you see is an environmental-friendly, paraffin-based light smoke oil approved by the EPA and used by the military jet teams in all their show performance. Those red, white, and blue stripes you see on each aircraft are reference marks that the pilots use to help keep their exact position in the formation. And here they come back to the right again, completing their dynamic 8 pass. attacking aircraft must be aimed at his opponent in range with his finger on the trigger. Reposition into the vertical and slow down to turn tighter. Then he'll pitch down low again to get his speed back and turn inside to get closer. This shows you an all-present dogfight with a successful shoot-down. This is known as a high-low yo-yo. More aircraft approach to straight the remaining targets. Called in by forward air patrollers or FACs, they'll descend for speed, pop up to surprise the enemy while rolling in from different angles. As you watch him pitch out now, it's very reminiscent of the Baba Black Sheep series on TV. Number 2, Chris C.T. Thomas. Number 3, Mark Gooch Ganucci. Number 4, Chris Sumto Orr. Now watch them as they separate and jig on their edges to avoid getting targeted. Straight ahead as the solo pilots show their appreciation to our airshow family, our military, and our country with a symbol we hope is recognizable for its message. Let's see what the solos have in store for us. There they go, pitching up at 190 miles an hour. And what have they got for us? It looks like the solos part. Lead solos. Steve Sky King Summers and wing solo today is Tom Lawman Daly. We maximize the performance of our aircraft using flight displays provided by Aspen Avionics, as well as a critical instrument used by all military aircraft, an angle of attack system by Alpha Systems. The Geico Sky Typers started the show with one example of how to react when a threat is detected from behind. Now watch as they approach show center right behind each other, nose to tail in a trail formation. With two bogies or unknown aircraft overtaking them, we'll see how to react to this threat. Ladies and gentlemen, the Geico Sky Typers bomb with the solos. With aircraft all over the sky, it's critical that each pilot keep track of all the planes and knows exactly when and where to join back up into a single formation. What appears random is actually a practice flow known as a rejoin or a join-up. The Geico Sky Typers would like to recognize the men responsible for keeping these vintage aircraft in such fine shape. The aircraft technicians are Frank Atria, Sam Kersey, and Greg Coons. We'd also like to recognize Jessica Praw, our Public Relations Director. You can find links to our GeicoSkyTypers.com to our associate sponsors, Gulf Coast Avionics, Tulsa Aircraft Engine, Aspen Avionics, Alpha Systems, Wayland Aircraft Technologies, Concord Batteries, Briggs & Riley Solo Luggage, and Stratus by Aperio Aviation. Now flying toward the show center, the Geico Sky Typers would like to dedicate their next maneuver to the men and women in our armed forces and for all that support the United States military. Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful and graceful Sky Typers, Fan Pass. Notice that all the aircraft crossed into each other after the fan. Besides staying close to mutual support, being unpredictable confuses air attackers. Keep your eyes on the Geico Sky Typers as they demonstrate another one of their unique methods for dividing 6 separate aircraft back into a single formation as they quickly and safely as possible. All military aircraft, including the military jet team, use this rejoin technique. A majority of our pilots earn their wings through military service in the United States Navy, the Air Force, and the Marines. The Geico Sky Typers would like to invite you to learn a bit more about our sponsor. During its 82-year history, the Geico has received a long list of diverse honors, awards, and consumer testimonials for their impressive service. The Sky Typers partner with Geico to re-educate their people about Geico's insurance products and services through team appearances, SkyType messages, and air show performances just like this one. These aircraft are based most of the year in the New York metro area and are based at Republic Airport in Farmingdale, New York. Now, from your right, follow the team in their tight Delta formation as they descend toward us at Show Center for their final maneuver, the Delta Pitch. As the pilots pitch up toward down the leg, please give a round of applause. CT Travis, number 3, Mark Ganucci, number 4, Chris Sotomayor, number 5, Steve Sky King Summers, and number 6, Tom Lawman Daly. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2020 Geico Sky Typers Air Show team. Geico and the Geico Sky Typers would like to thank you for supporting this great air show and its great sponsors. There's a rich history with these vintage aircraft, and it's something you don't get to see every day. We're proud to be able to demonstrate to you the capabilities of these classic World War II SNJ T6 aircraft. Remember, 15 minutes to save you 15% more on Geico insurance products. And here is the and now the Skyter, they'll return and set up a race pattern over Miss Geico, that beautiful boat you see out there, 22 horsepower offshore race boat. If you're looking forward to a change of pace, Geico has a real treat for you today. You're about to witness an unusual race between the world-famous Geico Sky Typers solo pilots and the 11-time world champion Miss Geico Offshore Race Boat. For the past 10 years, these dueling Geico teams have raced head-to-head at many venues up and down the East Coast. If you ask the Miss Geico team, they feel like they have the upper hand, but if you ask the Sky Typers, they'll tell you otherwise. As Miss Geico motors up to the north end of the field, oh look, the Geico Sky Typers have buzzed them. What a dastardly maneuver. This will not sit well with Miss Geico crew, and they will be out for revenge. This Geico is a 47-foot catamaran manufactured by Victory, and she utilizes two twin-turbo Mercury stern drives to produce over 22 horsepower, 2,200 horsepower. These watercrafts can reach speeds approaching 200 miles an hour over the water. She sports nearly 12,000 pounds of raw power and requires a two-man crew to harness this velocity. Driving today is Patrick Cleveland, and the model man is Sir Steve Curtis. Okay, here we come from the north. Miss Geico is turned around and getting ready to make her pass down south as the Geico Sky Typers follow along. Here they come, and Miss Geico's got the throttle bearings going as fast as she can, considering the sea conditions. And the Geico Sky Typer solo pilots are right on her tail. Look at that rooster tail. Behind her, she races toward the finish line as the Geico Sky Typer is close overhead. The Geico Sky Typers lay down a wall of smoke as he races above Miss Geico. As they reach the finish line, watch the Geico Sky Typers pull the aircraft sharply back up into the air and go around for another pass. Turns around and gets ready to bury the throttles again. I think they're going to be able to go a little bit faster to the north, so the Geico Sky Typer solo pilots might have trouble keeping up. And here they come. Look at that giant rooster tail again, as the solo pilots hang right in there. This Geico looks like she's struggling a little bit. The seas are really rough out there. But the solo pilot barely inching out ahead. Well, folks, look like a tie to me. It looks like the Geico Sky Typers won this way, and the other way the boat won. Both teams won one race, and that won't sit well with the Geico camps tonight, as both Geico Sky Typers and Geico won bragging rights. The wind in the waves made the difference, and if the pilots gave it their best efforts to split the race wins. Better luck next time, gentlemen. May the best team win again. Thank you very much, folks, and I'm going to turn it back over to Larry.
Thank you very much, Jim. Jim Record and the Geico Sky Typers, ladies and gentlemen. All right, if you are ready, we're going to go from piston power to turbine power, because we're going to give you one of the 5th generation jets that's going to make a lot of noise and a lot of speed here in front of you. And I'm talking about the F-22 Raptor.
How is the quality?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and on behalf of the United States Air Force, the Commander of Air Combat Command, Joe Markelli, and all the men and women of Air Combat Command, we welcome you to the 2020 Fort Lauderdale Air Show. I'm F-22 Demonstration Team Superintendent and the voice of the F-22 Raptor, Master Sergeant Emmanuel Knowlton, narrating my last show. As a proud member of Air Combat Command's 1st Fighter Wing, located at Joint Base Langley, Wiscus in Hampton, Virginia, it is my pleasure to describe for you a capability demonstration by the world's most technology advanced 5th generation fighter aircraft in the world. The F-22 Raptor mission is air dominance and supports our Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, Air Force, and allies to freely operate in today's fight anytime and anywhere. And now, introducing your 2020 F-22 demonstration team. From Belchertown, Massachusetts, dedicated crew chief, Staff Sergeant Ian Ivey. From San Juan, Puerto Rico, assistant dedicated crew chief, Staff Sergeant Carlos Palanesa. From Iwa Beach, Hawaii, avionics technician, technical sergeant Chantel Mamatep. From Mountain Home, Idaho, avionics technician, Staff Sergeant Derek Dewar. From New Palestine, Indiana, DFE specialist, Staff Sergeant Tyler Wyman. From Dallas, Texas, our public affairs officer, First Lieutenant Samuel Ekholm. From Paso Robles, California, F-22 demonstration team chief and my partner in crime, Tech Sergeant Kevin DeWeese. From Vacaville, California, our safety officer and combat-proven fighter pilot, Captain Zach Switch Helton. And your 2020 F-22 demonstration fighter pilot and commander with more than 1,500 hours flying fighter aircraft from Tampa, Florida. Give it up for Major Joshua Cabo Gunderson. You are about to witness the maneuvering capabilities of the most advanced and most lethal fighter aircraft in your United States Air Force. The F-22 you will see today is unmodifiedly fully combat capable. While we can't show you everything that makes the Raptor the most lethal fighter aircraft in the world, we will show you its raw power and thrust vector maneuvering capabilities as it executes maneuvers that no other combat-ready fighter aircraft in the world can perform. The Raptor plays a vital role in the defense of this nation. They represent your Air Force's dedication to aim high, fly, fight, and win, ensuring our ability to meet any challenge, anytime, under any condition, anywhere in the world. As today's demonstration begins, you will see the Raptor executing maximum power takeoff, producing 70,000 pounds of thrust from its powerful F-119 engine. At a safe altitude, Major Gunderson will quickly salute the aircraft, reversing the flight path, then roll while diving straight down. So now it's time to stand up, move forward, and get ready. The show is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the most feared aircraft in the world today. Your United States Air Force's F-22 Raptor. The Raptor's advanced flight controls, combined with its powerful engines, allows the F-22 to pull more than 9 times the force of gravity. Watch from the right as the Raptor demonstrates its tight turn capabilities with a minimal rated horizontal turn, then power straight into the vertical. Then watch his Major Gunderson change its direction with the amazing shade turn reposition. Internal combat weapons load. Ready those cameras as the Raptor baits in from the left and cycles his weapons bay doors. Folks, if you ever wonder where those bombs and missiles hide, here is your answer. We would like to wish Major Wilton and his family great success in the future and Godspeed. So came home in a pine wood box with those stars and stripes on top. Play with it, right back on the F-22 possesses the ability to point its nose at will, even at extremely low airspeeds and high angles of attack. Watch closely as the aircraft pulls into the vertical and execute a full 360-degree angle run roll. At altitude, the jet will flip back to level off. Then enlist at 2,000 feet of altitude and under complete control, Major Gunderson will execute a full 360-degree flat turn. Altitude at the end, at the top of the loop. You will see the Raptor rotate around one spot in the sky, utilizing the vector thrust of its powerful F-119 engines, which literally fit the aircraft through the vertical and back to level flight. Following the power loop, you see the Raptor perform. tight. Many jets can roll quickly and many jets can climb fast, but not many jets can slide. Watch now from behind as the Raptor flies over, pulls straight into the vertical, and brings his throttles to idle. And then, under complete control, actually slide backwards. Reposition aircraft to crowd right, reduces the power, slowing the Raptor down to less than 90 knots, and loads up on a high angle of attack. After the pass, you'll once again feel the raw power of the jet as Major Gunners and light those afterburners and climb straight into the vertical. Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, the Raptor slow, speed, pass. Accelerating from 90 to over 600 knots. Cabo without roll diverted. Drive in preparation for a split and a high-speed pass, showcasing just a fraction of the aircraft's supercruise and full speed capability. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for Freedom's Thunder on a high-speed pass. Do my thing, singing my song, but on track I'm wing and a prayer and a glorified Greyhound bus, flying down the road, running 9-0 and kicking up dust. The F-22 will now set up to perform a Hoover pitch. This maneuver is a double knife edge separated by an inverted tuck, followed by a pitch in preparation for landing back at the airport. This will be another great opportunity to capture the Raptor on your cameras during our demonstration. Ladies and gentlemen, named after the late legendary Bob Hoover, the Raptor's Hoover pitch. F-22. As the Raptor approaches so center, Cabo will light those afterburners and pitch away from the crowd. Get ready to feel the raw power as Cabo performs a maneuver known as the stiff pitch. F-22 Raptors are ready to defend our nation's skies and dominate the battle space anywhere on the globe. Ready to aim high, fly, fight, and win. You can reach us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at F-22 Demo Team. On behalf of the United States Air Force, the Command of Air Combat Command, General Mark Kelly, and all the men and women from the Air Combat Command, thank you for your attendance, thank you for your patriotism, and most of all, thank you for your support. Thank you, Brian Levy. Thank you, Fort Lauderdale. Manny, the voice, out.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to the narrator, and Emmanuel and I have worked together a couple of years. This is his last show, and I got to say, in all honesty, he's one of the finest narrators that the United States Air Force has. Emmanuel, best of luck to you in your future. How about a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for F-22 narrator.
Hi, everybody.
All right, I want to
That
tell you
1010 is on another camera right now. So after he'll come by and say hello to everybody that's signing in the chat.
Grand Beach Resort.
So how is
there to the north?
how is the quality of the video so
the
far?
Pelican Grand Hotel here in Fort Lauderdale
Can you let me
Beach.
know?
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the most exclusive and luxurious air show experience in America. Every year the Fort Lauderdale Air Show and the Pelican Grand Hotel open up their penthouse to 100 folks for a view that is unsurpassed in the industry. Make sure to check out FortLauderdaleAirShow.com to check out the penthouse experience. For a VIP experience any day, stop at PelicanBeach.com. I want to say thanks to the Pelican Grand Hotel. Folks, take a look at it. Maybe you'd like to live the life of luxury during the 2021 Air Show here at Fort Lauderdale at the Pelican Grand Beach Resort.
Thank
We're
you.
going now, ladies and gentlemen.
And if you
from
like it, please give
supersonic
it a thumb up.
to subsonic.
And
And I'm talking about going from the F-22
that
Raptor
1010,
to the
Mr. Dubois will be
L-39
over
checklist
after he's on another
built
camera,
aircraft.
and that
Built in
will
the
be
early
up in a few
70s
days.
through the
So make
late
sure you have your
80s.
notification
Cost
bell
about
on,
$3 million
and you can
each.
see
And
an
there
edited
is Larry
version
Labriola
of
in
the
from the
air
right
show.
in the L-39.
But he says hello to
Built by a
everyone.
company called Aero L-39. They built 3,000 of these airplanes. The Russians bought nearly 2,000 of them. Afghanistan and Iran, those type of countries, third world countries, used them for light attack aircraft. They armed them with missiles and guns. And in Russia, it was used for basic training. So they were taking 17-year-old kids, joining the Air Force, no flying experience, and put them right into the L-39. Russia bought nearly 2,000 of these airplanes. It is easy to fly, and it is easy to maintain. And I say it's easy because I speak from experience. I've flown with Larry Labriola on 3 or 4 occasions. Allowed me to fly the L-39. 2 seats, tandem, one in front of the other. And it's a relatively small airplane. It's only about 40 feet long. Weighs a little over 12,000 pounds. And the power plant compared to the F-22 or the F-35 Lightning II only generates about 3,800 pounds of thrust. Larry Labriola is what we call like a Sunday pilot from Scarsdale, New York. He is
Guys, well, I'm frustrated as hell. It's hard to see anything with this. I'm my second day, so I'm trying the best I can. We're doing a live stream. I'm trying to get the best I can with this. It's really hard and frustrating. But hopefully we'll get some better shots in 4K. I'm trying the best I can, guys. So, hang in there. Hope you're enjoying the live stream, though.
Last year in high school in 1969. Now he's got over.
By the way, make sure to give it some likes, guys. Give it some likes, please. Thank you. Second day of doing this. Also, eventually when I do the edited video, you're going to see some kind of behind the scenes. There was a media event where I was at the Hollywood Fort
races
Lauderdale
this
Airport,
airplane
where you get to
at
see
Reno,
up close
as a matter of fact.
all the planes, the fighter planes that you're seeing here, and
Told me,
interviews
said, Larry,
with two of the
last year
pilots.
I managed to come in third
including
at the
Kristen
Reno Air Races. I
Beowulf,
said,
who was the
"Gosh,
pilot
that's
of the
great. I'm glad to
F-35.
hear that."
So you're going to see
He said,
all
"Well,
that
there were
coming
only
up soon.
three
I've got
of
to
us
edit
in
all
it."
that as soon as today's over. I'm going to be working on that. A whole lot of footage from 3 different days. So be on the lookout. Make sure you
Here he is with
subscribe
the
and
smoke
ring
on.
that
Now watch him
notification
as he
bell so you're
brings the
kept up to
nose
date
up
when those new
in the
videos drop.
L-39.
But in the meantime,
Big
please let me know you're
old
enjoying this
giant
by giving it a
barrel
like.
roll. Just
Thank you. I'm going to go
imagine
run back and I'm shooting it with
55-gallon
this.
drum
So
out
I'm trying to
on
get
its
you guys the
lying
best
out on
quality
its side
possible.
out there,
Here's a
and
live stream in the
Larry
meantime,
Labriola
and I'm going to be again
flying
editing
around
all
the
this footage soon
outside
for you guys. So
of that
hang in
barrel.
there,
A barrel
enjoy,
roll.
give a thumbs up. Thank you.
He goes quite a ways away from show center in his maneuvers. This is one airplane that if you get it slowed down, it's awful hard to get the speed back up. So he takes a little extra time and little extra length to get it down there so he can keep that speed up.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Big barrel roll.
It's a little bit difficult because the sun
bring that
makes it
nose up
difficult
and
to
very
see
gently apply
the screen of the
aileron,
camera.
little rudder to correct,
And these planes
then roll
go
it right on
fast.
around in a slow roll. So let's see what we know. Now, I got to tell you that here comes smoke is on to the right. I'll tell you, most performers give us a sheet telling us exactly what they're going to do, but various conditions, including the wind, speed, direction, and such, and airplane performance affects that. So we don't always get it just like we're supposed to. There's a little slow roll. Very nicely done in the Aero L-39. As a matter of fact, I have a standard air show announcer saying, if anything you see out in front of you even remotely resembles what I might be describing, it is purely coincidental. Coming up next, right after the L-39, we'll be waiting for the C-17 demo. It'll take about 3 or 4 minutes to get here. So right after the L-39, we'll be waiting on the C-17, the Globemaster III.
They said it would be another 4 minutes before the next plane comes. Looks like there's one now.
Last pass by Larry Labriola in the L-39. And while we wait for the C-17 over there to get airborne, we'll take a little break here.
In the meantime, you can write some comments, and FAD1010 will read them after and get back to you. So let's see that number go up with the thumbs pointed upward, and some some comments. What you think of the show? What do you think of the planes, the sounds that they make? We said it would be a couple of more minutes before the next plane. So why don't we chat? You're welcome. Hi, Leo. I'm glad you appreciate it. And if you didn't hit that thumbs up, please do. That'll show that you really appreciated it. How is the quality coming in? Because it is a live stream, thank you. Because it is a live stream, it can get choppy and even the signal can break. So if it does, just hang in there. So far it looks great here, but at home it could look different. So let me know. How is the quality? What's your favorite plane? Everybody is fine. They're at the beach, it's fresh air, salt water. Not people are social distancing, wearing masks. It's okay. And if they don't wear a mask, it's okay. It's all okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now
get ready for the show.
Check up north, ladies and gentlemen, a few moments ago. America's newest airlifter, the Boeing C-17 Globemaster III, advanced the throttles and took off from the airport. This airplane is so powerful that by the time it got to the end of the runway, it was already 1,000 feet in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, from McCord Air Force Base in Washington, the C-17 Globemaster III. Pilot for today's demonstration is Lieutenant Colonel Judd Baker, a good friend of mine, and he is one of the gentlemen that wrote the plan for the C-17 demonstrations way back many years ago at Altus Air Force Base. Lieutenant Colonel Trace Dotson also on board, and Major Nick Cablillo, Loadmaster there, Master Sergeant Mike Dunkelberger, and Staff Sergeant Elizabeth Finley. Got a little crew on board, but like I said, they fly out of Joint Base Lewis McChord in Washington State. Highly experienced crew, 21,000 hours of flight time. They've got over 4,000 hours flown in combat. They have had 25 deployments, including 80 missions to the Antarctica with 5 airdrops on the South Pole. They just performed a high-speed pass about 350 miles an hour, and it shows off the extremely powerful engines of the C-17 Globemaster III. This airplane combines the intercontinental carrying capability of large aircraft such as the C-5 Galaxy, but with a short field landing potential of the much smaller C-130 Hercules. Powered by 4 Pratt & Whitney F-117 engines, 40,000 pounds of thrust each, and you might know this engine if you've ever flown on a Boeing 757, because that's what operates that aircraft. That allows the Globemaster III to carry over 170,000 pounds of cargo up to 2,400 miles. Now, approaching from the right, slow speed pass. Notice the upturned wings at the end of the wings. Those upturned tips are 9 feet tall, and now you're going to see also the landing gear down and the big trailing edge flaps off of the back of the wings, as well as the forward leading edge slats on the front of the wing. These devices literally shape the wing differently, and it is the key to the final approach speed, low, and enables it to stop in a very, very short distance dive. Now, reach over there and select the gear up, the flaps up, and the slats inbound as they add power turning outbound. It's going to do a circle right here in front of Show Center, showing its ability to fly at slow speeds and demonstrate its advanced aerodynamics in action. Aircraft has a quadruple redundant fly-by-wire system. What I mean by that is that there is no mechanical connection between the pilot's controls and the control surfaces on the wings and tails, for instance. It's all handled electronically. It's all fly-by-wire. The system is optimized to provide redundancy for a variety of failure conditions. Another feature of this flight control system is the aircraft can be flown in an entirely mechanical backup mode, further safeguarding it. Now watch, like I said, as he turns inbound from the left, 170 feet from the tip of one wing to the other with that 9-foot upturned wingtip. The tail is 5 stories tall, and inside it is a ladder that allows the mechanics to go up and do inspections or repairs. C-17 Globemaster III. Incidentally, this airplane is flown not by a yoke as you have in most airliners and such, but a control stick, which is just aircraft located between your legs and then the rudder pedals, of course. Airplane is highly maneuverable at both high and low speeds. Once they come back around, they will execute a very, very quick climb up to 1,500 feet as they will depart the show area. Empty the weight of the airplane is 280,000 pounds, but you load it up and it weighs 585,000 pounds. In honor of the C-74 and the C-24, which were both named Globemaster, they picked the Globemaster III name for this airplane. There's the quick climb. First prototype flew in September of 1991. It could carry 102 paratroopers or 134 troops along the sidewall with palletized cargo in the center. 54 troops with sidewall seats only, 36 litter, and 54 ambulatory patients if you're going to do evacuation. And heavy material too, like an M1 Abrams tank, 3 Strikers, or 6 M117 armored security vehicles. 440,000 pounds of thrust, and in case you wanted to fill it up with Jet A, 35,546 gallons to fill it to the brim. The C-17 Globemaster III from McCord Air Force Base in Washington. Nicely done, gentlemen. Appreciate you bringing the airplane all the way down here to Fort Lauderdale to show off the mighty capability of the United States Air Force and the cargo and passenger ferry capabilities of the C-17. Uh-oh, I hear some piston-powered airplane high above me. And I'll bet it's none other than Mikey Wiscus flying a little red biplane. He calls it Little Stinker. He'll be overhead momentarily as soon as we get the C-17 out of the way. Michael Wiscus, civilian pilot, bought this airplane on eBay. Yes, he did indeed. Bought it on eBay, took it home, highly modified it to suit himself, and he takes it through its paces. It weighs only about 1,200 pounds, but it's got 300 and some horsepower on it. So I want you to watch this now, because he calls this opening maneuver, he calls it Superman. And I think you'll see why. Watch him now as he approaches show center. He'll pull that nose up. The smoke is on. Power comes back just a little bit now. And he starts her down. Mike Wiscus in the little stinker. The Superman. Twisting and turning, snap rolling that airplane on the down roll. Okay, Mikey, I think that's pretty good. That's good enough. You can pull out now. Mikey, there you go. All right. Mike Wiscus, ladies and gentlemen. Little stinker. Sponsored by Oil. Fastest oil lubricating company in the United States. Watch how he flies that airplane. There was a triple snap roll, ladies and gentlemen. Several people ask about the smoke on the airplanes. It's a very, very lightweight oil called Corvus oil that's carried on board the airplane in a tank. It's got a electrical pump attached to that. And when the pilot wants smoke, turns on the little pump to that, and then that sprays that oil into the hot exhaust, causing the smoke. It is biodegradable. It's EPA approved. It won't hurt you if some of it does. All right, high to the left. I got to tell you, Michael flies what we call freestyle. He has a printed maneuver. Look at those rolls. He has a printed maneuver. And he tells me, Larry, I fly like I feel. And he said, I never know how I'm going to feel. So just bear with me and try to tell him what you see. Straight up over the top. Let's go to the cockpit. I'm going to see if I can talk to Michael. Michael, I have the radio on. Can I get into your system? Can you hear me? I'm going to try it here again. See if I can get Michael over here on the radio to he may be a little bit too busy with this wind blowing like that. Michael, are you with me? Watch as he pulls that airplane straight up over the top now. We'll talk about G's here in a minute. Brings that little stinker straight down towards the ocean. Pulls out. Yeah, Michael, I got you now. How many?
I get 5x5 in sorry about that.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's fine. Straight up, what you gonna do now, my friend?
I'm gonna come in and do me a double hammerhead. My feet are hanging on, buddy.
All right, here we go.
Back out of the water. Beautiful. A kilo and a half. Back to the crowd. That's it, good baby. Come on, baby. Come on around now. Come on. There we go.
He's up there. You can hear all that grunting, and that's because of the heavy G-force. Mike, you just tried that double hammerhead yet? All right, he's going to get there, he said. Because I want you to watch the double hammerhead. Watch, here we go, up to the top now, running out of airspeed, rolls the airplane, and snap rolls on the way down. Look at that series of snap rolls. He's hanging by his 5-point harness there. Negative G's trying to throw him out of the cockpit. Positive G's push you down. You can hear the grunts and the groans because if a person...
I'm way down to the south here.
I got you.
Let's try something fun here. I'm going to try something not many people can do. Get about 9 times on the piano. Forward somersault. Here we go.
All right, forward somersault. You heard it in the cockpit. Watch closely. Here we go. Let's see if he does it.
Hey, there's a boat.
There's the boat. Here we go. Forward somersault. Go, Mikey, go. Drifting over the beach. Upside down. Yeah, very good, sir. Thank you. I'll see you guys soon. All right, there is Michael Wiscus in the little stinker. 385 horsepower, 1,300 pounds or so in that very, very powerful eBay purchased airplane. But let me tell you something, eBay, he put a lot into that and a highly, highly modified. Michael's interest in aviation started very early, like most air show performers. Dad took him to his air show when he was 10 years old. 2 years later, he was still watching airplanes. He went to the airport. He begged for a job at the airport. Can I put gas in the airplanes? Can I wash the airplanes? Can I sweep out the hangar? Anything to get my pilot's license. And that's the way it is. Now, some 27,000 hours later, you're witnessing Mikey Wiscus in the 2020 little sticker. Lucas Oil Products, American manufacturer and distributor of automotive oil additives and lubricants. It is the fastest growing manufacturer of superior quality fuel and oil products for cars, trucks, boats, motorcycles, and ATVs. Gas and diesel engines, two-stroke and experimental aircraft, Lucas Oil has products that far exceed the manufacturer's recommended standards for their products. Lucas Oil is a legend in the racing industry. Lucas Oil, like I said, a legend in the racing industry. Its products are designed to withstand extreme engine temperatures and high RPMs without oil breaking down or foaming. Lucas Oil products will lower engine temperatures and extend the life of your engine by adhering to engine parts long after shutdown, causing less metal wear and cold starts. Mike Wiscus just turned the skies up here over Fort Lauderdale Beach. I'll tell you, he absolutely loves flying. He ferries this airplane, flies it all over the country. Right now, now watch him go by that Coast Guard cutter out there. Hello, Coast Guard. And they love it. Right now. Sees another boat. And a hard pull reversal. He's held in there with a 5-point harness along with a parachute. But that 5-point harness holds him tight to that seat, so even when he goes to negative G's, which are trying to throw him out of the cockpit, that 5-point harness will keep him in there. Doesn't have to worry about the positive G's. Positive push you down in the seat. And for those of you who don't know, we generate 1 G standing here on Earth. So if you are a pilot and you pull 5 G's in a maneuver, that means that you are at 5 times your own weight sitting in that seat. Mike down to the right now. He comes back to show center. Hard pull and a series of aileron rolls out to shoulder. See if he does the high alpha or going to come back around, and I suspect he'll go from right to left the way the wind is blowing and do that high alpha maneuver, where he puts the nose up into the air, cross-controls the airplane, a lot of left aileron and right rudder. Airplanes aren't supposed to fly like that, but Mike Wiscus can. All right, from the right now, watch Mike as he performs the high alpha pass. Down close to the water, I might add. But like I said, the airplanes aren't supposed to fly like this. He's cross-controlling the airplane. Abnormal as can be. Left aileron, right rudder, flying that airplane on its side, really, allowing the wind that helped hold it up. You can hear he's got that engine wound up because he needs a lot of power to do this maneuver. He broke it out there. Then so long. All right, roll it, Mr. Wiscus. All right, coming up in about 3 minutes is the F-16 Vibe.
If you like this video, show it by hitting that thumbs up button, please.
Hi guys, I hope this is shooting better than this. I'm frustrated as hell with this. I'm gonna definitely have to upgrade the camera. It's been frustrating. I hope I get some good shots between yesterday and today. But I'm glad to see a lot of you guys are on the live stream. Make sure to give it a like. And okay, I'll be checking back with you guys every once in a while when there's like a little break in between the acts. Okay. By the way, today was raining like really hard earlier, but beautiful weather right now. So hopefully we're going to get some more great shots of the Fort Lauderdale Air Show. Okay, thank you. Make sure to give it a like.
About the wind noise.
Well, I put little here, I'll do a video actually of this. You guys can see what I'm working with later on. I'll put a little video of this here.
want to tell you a little bit about that. Right
little
after
fuzzy
the Viper
things on
demo,
here, the little what they call dead cats
see
on
something
both
very,
mics.
very unusual.
This phone, the
very, very
Samsung
sturdy, and it is
S20
called the
Ultra,
United
has
States Air Force
two,
Heritage Flight.
well, actually has
It
three
is the
microphones
old,
on
the
it,
new,
so
the past, and
we're
the
trying the
present,
best we can to get
as
the
we
wind
put
noise out. But
older
hopefully when it's all edited,
United
there's going
States
to
Air
be
Force
great sound on it.
aircraft
Best I can do
in
for right now,
formation
guys.
with the present day
Okay.
aircraft.
So,
And you're going to see
I'm gonna
the
go back over
F-16
my seat over there. Yeah.
in formation with the F-35 in the Heritage Flight, the F-22, and Tommy Williams, retired General Tommy Williams, flying a P-51 Mustang from World War II era. The airplane that actually really won the war for us in Europe. Once the drop tanks were made available, the Mustang could take off from its bases in England and actually escort the bombers of the 8th Air Force all the way into Germany and back. 1,450 horsepower in the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine in the Mustang. That will be the United States Air Force Heritage Flight, and then the Heritage Flight, F-35A. F-35 Lightning II and the A-10 Warthog. All right, I think we're just about ready. F-16 on the runway, ready to roll. All right, it's time for the Viper.
Thank you, Larry. Fort Lauderdale, are you ready? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of your United States Air Force, the Commander of Air Combat Command, General Mark Kelly, and all the men and women of Air Combat Command, we would like to thank you for having us. I'm the Viper Demonstration Superintendent, one of your narrators, Master Sergeant Brandon Beatty from Manassas, Virginia. Here with me at show centers, my co-narrator, Technical Sergeant Ryanson from Concord, California, as well as our safety observer and combat-ready fighter pilot, Captain Brandon Schuenfeld, call sign Diamond from Fort Worth, Texas. As proud members of Air Combat Command's 20th Fighter Wing, located at Shaw Air Force Base in the beautiful Sumter, South Carolina, it is our distinct pleasure to describe for you today a combat capability demonstration by the world's premier multi-role fighter, the F-16 Fighting Falcon, affectionately known as the Viper.
The commander and pilot for the Viper demonstration team is Major Eric Schmitz, call sign Toro from Bryce, Utah. Major Schmitz is a veteran fighter pilot with more than 2,400 hours in military aircraft and 55 combat missions supporting Operation Inherent Resolve.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand up, make some noise for Major Schmitz and the F-16 Fighting Falcon! Major Schmitz is now setting up for his first aerobatic maneuver. The Q-8. Watch as Toro traces a vertical figure 8 over the demonstration area.
altitude, high-speed capability of the F-16. As he passes show center, he'll be traveling just under the sound at 700 miles per hour. That's less than half the Viper's top speed of Mach 2.
Accelerate rapidly and snap the F-16 through a series of aileron rolls, demonstrating its exceptional roll maneuverability. Dropping in from the left, Toro, and the roll.
Dogfight, the ability to turn tight is crucial. Watching now as Toro shows you just how exceptional the F-16 is in a 9G turn. At show center, he'll bank sharply and accelerate through a tight turn, placing him in the seat with the force of 9 times his weight, or 9 Gs. The F-16 and the 4-point roll.
And now, one more time from your right. Watch as Toro releases the sound of freedom. He'll flirt with the sound barrier as he crosses show center at 950 feet per second. Let's check in and see how fast he gets going.
Alright, St. Lauderdale, requesting speed. 400 knots. 450. 500. 550. 640.
As he approaches show left, Major Smith will set up for a series of maneuvers, which will demonstrate the F-16's ability to turn tight and stay unpredictable, a trait which helps the Viper survive against low-altitude threats. He will then quickly transition from a horizontal flight into the vertical. Ladies and gentlemen, from your left, it's the Falcon turn.
Major Schmitz has pulled back on the throttle and be rolling into the inverted position in preparation for the next maneuver. As he pulls back on the stick, he'll plunge towards you at a 45-degree angle at 300 miles per hour as he performs the Shark's Tune.
Major Smith is now slowing the F-16 to prepare for a slow speed, high alpha pass. While Viper can fly at more than twice the speed of sound, slow speed control is just as important to those who fly it. High alpha refers to the high angle of attack at which Toro will be flying the aircraft. You'll be holding it at a 23-degree nose-up position and moving 120 miles per hour. When he reaches show center, Major Smith will apply full afterburner and accelerate his aircraft in a nearly vertical climb, demonstrating the F-16's awesome thrust-to-weight ratio and a maneuver we proudly call the rocket launch.
The combination of thrust and digital flight control systems that make the knife edge maneuver possible.
Okay, the show will go on, but let's see those likes. Let's see that number going up to show that you like it. Hey, here we go.
Now, watch as Toro sets up for a maximum performance climb with a series of aileron rolls. As he pulls back on the stick, you'll see the Viper's exceptional power and rolling ability as he sends it from 300 feet to over 3 miles.
Ladies and gentlemen, Major Schmitz has begun a spiral descent in preparation for the dedication pass. Major Schmitz and the rest of the F-16 Viper demonstration team from the 20th wish to dedicate
Specialist, Staff Sergeant Trevor Griswold from Martinsville, Indiana, and our avionics specialist, Staff Sergeant Jared Henry from Covington, Georgia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, could I please get a huge round of applause for the team's public affairs coordinator, Senior Airman Ben Ingold from Green Bay, Wisconsin. This is his last show with the team. You can tag all your social media posts and photos with that Viper demo team. Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of the 25th anniversary, I would like to take a moment to describe the history of what you're about to watch. In 1997, the leaders of Air Combat Command assembled a select group of retired military and civilian pilots to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the United States Air Force. From this gathering was born the Heritage Flight, a unique visual representation of the Air Force history from the days of the Army Air Corps to present.
Osmo for the stabilizer.
Osmo?
Osmo.
Osmo. I'm gonna look for that. Thank you.
It's great.
Started out as a one-time event, has grown in popularity and demand. In 2010, the Air Force Heritage Flight Foundation joined with the United States Air Force to keep this popular program flying. And now Heritage flights are performed at air shows, special events in the United States and around the world.
Army Williams, call sign limiter in a World War II era P-51. Alongside Major Garrett Schmitz, call sign Toro in your F-16, Captain Kristen Wolf, call sign Bayo in the F-35, and Major Cody Wilson, call sign Shindu in the United States Air Force, A-10.
We would like to dedicate today's Heritage Flight to all the military veterans and wounded warriors in attendance today, whose sacrifices over the years have helped preserve America's freedom.
Remember, if you're enjoying this, thumbs up. It lets us know you are enjoying
We hope you
it.
enjoyed watching in this rare formation flight of classic and current Air Force
It's not
aircraft.
hard. It's
Please
a
turn
thumb,
with me now
and you just
and watch
push
as
the
this rare
button,
formation approaches
and
from
that will
behind
let
the
us
ground
know
for its
you're
final
enjoying
pass
this.
to split break.
Ladies and gentlemen, your United States Air Force Heritage Flight. We hope you've enjoyed watching and taking pride in this rare display of more than 70 years of air power heritage. All right, here comes Belle. Looks like she's going to give us an inverted to inverted pass. Give it up for limiter in that beautiful P-51 with the high-speed pass.
you love that sound? Gonna get another high-speed pass. Here comes Sid. He's gonna give us a tactical kick. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our demonstration. Thank you, Fort Lauderdale. Back to you, Larry.
Hey, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Did you enjoy the Heritage Flight? Wasn't that beautiful? Done to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Air Force down at Nellis Air Force Base. I had the pleasure and the honor of narrating the first Heritage Flight ever there during the celebration of the 50th anniversary. Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport, dedicated to providing world-class services with a 24-area traffic control tower, a new U.S. Customs facility with extended hours featuring global entry kiosk, which sells me and 4 fixed base operators. There's more at flyfxe.com. FXE.com. That's FXE is the designator for the Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport. We thank them very much for their help and their cooperation. Also, Jetscape, Tropic Ocean Airways, G Marine, Banyan Air Service, Marriott Harbor Beach, Geico, Travel Host Magazine, and Conrad Fort Lauderdale. Stand by for a remarkable airplane. And I'm talking about the Lightning II.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and on behalf of your United States Air Force and the Commander of Air Combat Command, General Mark Kelly, and all the men and women of Air Combat Command, we welcome you once again to the 2020 Fort Lauderdale Air Show. I'm the F-35 Demonstration Team Superintendent Master Sergeant Lance Murphy from Arlington, Texas. I'm joined today by our Team Chief, Technical Sergeant Jim Harrison from Minneapolis, Minnesota, as well as our Team Safety Observer and combat-ready F-35 pilot, Captain Heat Shady Williams. Captain Williams is a combat veteran pilot with more than 700 hours in fighter aircraft and hails from Lake Wales, Florida. As a member of the 3D Fighter Wing, commanded by Colonel Stephen Beamer, located at Hill Air Force Base in scenic northern Utah, it is my distinct pleasure to describe to you today a capability demonstration by the world's most technologically advanced 5th generation fighter, the F-35A Lightning II. The team commander and pilot for today's flight is Captain Kristen Bayo Wolf. Growing up in a military family, Captain Wolf hails from all across America. She is a veteran combat fighter pilot with more than 1,000 hours of fighter jet aircraft. The F-35 you're about to see is a supersonic, 9G capable, multi-role aircraft that combines cutting-edge stealth with the most advanced avionics system of any fighter aircraft in history. These capabilities allow F-35 pilots to penetrate the most hostile areas of the world with a superior tactical advantage. The F-35 gives the United States Air Force the power to dominate the skies anytime, anywhere. Designed to provide the pilot with unsurpassed situational awareness, positive target identification, and precision strike capabilities, the F-35 is the future of Air Force aviation. While you won't see everything that makes the F-35A Lightning II the most technologically advanced stealth fighter aircraft in the world, you will witness its raw power. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to stand up and get ready. I present to you the newest and most technologically advanced 5th generation fighter aircraft in the world. Your United States Air Force's F-35A Lightning II. Captain Wolf led team has to eliminate at a stunning 50 degrees angle of attack. This is a first of its kind maneuver, unique to the F-35 demo. Of over 6,000 pounds, the F-35A is the most lethal multi-role fighter jet in the world. If you've uttered one of those bombs and missiles high, here is your answer. Times the speed of sound, which equates to nearly 1,200 miles per hour. Today we will showcase just a fraction of this engine's capability. Watch now as Captain Wolf accelerates to just below the speed of sound, proving an incredible 3 football fields per second. If that wasn't impressive enough, she will then pull back on the stick, catapult the Lightning II for 300 feet to over 3 miles. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for freedom's thunder on the high-speed pass. In a dogfight, combat maneuverability is crucial. The Lightning II's advanced flight controls combined with its powerful engine gives the F-35 an impressive 1,500-foot turn radius. As Captain Wolf approaches show center, she will light the afterburner and brake sharply, pressing her to the seat with up to 9 G's or 9 times the force of gravity. After completing the turn, the F-35 will power straight up into the vertical, we can change direction flipping end over end in a maneuver we call the Lightning Loop. From your right, the Lightning II's combat radius turn. We would also like to remember our wounded warriors and veterans in attendance, and those who have given their lives defending this great nation. This will be your best photo opportunity, so get your cameras ready to capture this salute.
Times, longer days, 5 miles to school, up beautiful. Can't switch race with her full saddles back and forth. Yeah, your uncle and I made quite a pair of fine F-15s, lost to learn.
And now, from over your right shoulders, the F-35 demonstration team proudly presents the Dedication Pass.
That's something to be proud of.
Captain Wolf will now demonstrate the Lightning's crew's crisp agility and handling. Notice as she makes her approach, she's in the inverted position. As she reaches show center, she'll complete a 360-degree roll and finish the pass inverted. Coming in from your left, Captain Wolf performing the inverted to inverted pass. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lightning II pedal turn. She will then execute a 90-degree turn and sustain inverted flight back across show center, where she will then point the aircraft straight at the ground. Finally, Captain Wolf will pull back on the stick and return the aircraft to level flight to complete this flight. The ability to maintain slow speed flight is crucial in combat. The potent combination of sophisticated flight controls, coupled with the most powerful flight engine ever built, make it possible to reduce the F-35 speed to less than 100 knots. Coming in from your right, Captain Wolf will demonstrate the F-35 slow speed capability. And then just as she approaches show center, you will once again feel the raw power of the engine as she lights the afterburner and accelerates the aircraft into a near vertical climb. Captain Wolf approaches show center. She will complete more than 135 degrees of heading change in 3 seconds. Slide the tail of the F-35 through the turn, and then powerfully climb out of the maneuver. In honor of the first F-35 Demonstration Team Commander, Major Andrew Dojo Olson, and designer of this move, prepare yourselves for what we call the Dojo Drift. We're going to go live inside the cockpit so that Captain Wolf can address the crowd.
And also we always want to thank our first responders and police for keeping us safe and making this thing possible. Thanks for having us do this.
Our F-35 dedicated crew chiefs are Staff Sergeant Roberto Tejada from Los Angeles, California, Staff Sergeant Stephen DePonte from North Port, Florida, Senior Airman Matthew Spear from Gulfport, Mississippi, and Senior Airman Malik McKenzie from Miami, Florida. Our avionics specialist, our Staff Sergeant Hunter Glasgow from Gatesville, Texas, Senior Airman Matthew Cyrus from Pomona, California, and Senior Airman Paxton McCamish from Boise, Idaho. Our aircraft flight equipment specialist is Senior Airman Henry Steele from Cleveland, Ohio. Our team's public affairs advisor is Captain Kip Sumner from Charleston, South Carolina, and Staff Sergeant Cody Trimble from Springfield, Oregon.
If you want to see Kristen, she's the pilot that just flew the F-35.
And tag us in all your social media posts.
Hit the notification bell, and FAD1010 will be showing a video of
Thank
her
you so much.
and an
Ladies and
interview with
gentlemen,
her.
the F-35A Lightning II, flown by Captain Kristen Beowulf.
Kristen
Great job, guys.
Beowulf.
It ain't over till it's over. And it ain't over till the A-10 Warthog flies. And I want you to
That video will be
save
coming
some memory
within a week
or film
on
if you're
FAD
not using film,
FAD1010.
because
And for
right
those that
here
are
throughout
subscribed,
the
make sure you
performance,
have
you're
your
gonna see
notification
something
bell
kind of
turned
unique,
on.
and
let's see
at
those
the
thumbs.
end, the last
Let's see the
maneuver,
number on the thumbs get higher and higher, like the planes.
it'll be
They
right
go
after
higher
the
and higher.
pass, so bear that in mind.
Hope
Coming
you
up,
enjoy the show.
A-10 Warthog, the tank killer. The Gatling gun, bullets the size of Coke bottles. What a machine this is. It can take punishment and it can give punishment. Not only has the capability of dropping weapons, but also with this gal gun, which you will hear a lot about here during the narration. You'll be impressed.
Also on that video, you will see the planes up close. So you'll meet the pilots and you'll see the planes up close.
And incidentally, as well as his last weekend in the United States Air Force, as he goes to the reserves following this. So to Shiv, we say thanks for 2 years of great service for the demo team. 2 great years of flying.
Guys, I got some amazing shots this time of the F-35
for the
with
Warthog.
Kristen and Beowulf, so it's going to be awesome. It's a little cloudier. I can see the screen really well. I got amazing close-up shots.
Are you ready to do this one last time?
The stop and then it came back on.
Okay.
Let's try to get that number up. Come on, thumbs up. with you guys and gals and pals. The show's not over.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am the A-10 Demo Team NCOIC Tech Sergeant Rob Percasio from San Antonio, Texas. Joining me is our Superintendent, Master Sergeant Drew Rinquist from Fergus Falls, Minnesota, and our Safety Officer, Combat Ready Attack Pilot, Captain Kevin Long, call sign Hoops, from Naperville, Illinois. As a member of Air Combat Command's 355th Wing, located at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in Tucson, Arizona, it is my distinct pleasure to describe for you a capability demonstration by the heavily armed and armored close air support aircraft, the A-10 Thunderbolt II. Our mission is to provide the close air support needed for our Army, Marine, and all allied ground forces so they can operate anywhere, anytime. The A-10 demonstration pilot is Major Cody Wilton, call sign Shiv from Mineral Wells, Texas. Major Wilton enlisted in the Air Force in 2001 as an airborne linguist. Since commissioning in 2009, he has become a veteran instructor pilot with more than 1,700 hours in the A-10, including 87 combat missions supporting coalition ground forces in the skies of Afghanistan for Operation Enduring Freedom. Assisting in today's demonstration is our outstanding maintenance crew, Tech Sergeant Brian Pontes from San Leandro, California, Staff Sergeant Jonathan Martin from Baltimore, Maryland, and Staff Sergeant Sean Mabry from Shreveport, Louisiana. And also joining us from Public Affairs, Senior Airman Christine Legate from Surprise, Arizona. Because of its toughness, tenacity, and devastating good looks, the people who know it best, the pilots who fly it, and mechanics who maintain it, have unofficially dubbed it the Warthog.
Copy Warthog, inbound, let's do it.
Air Combat Command, Pacific Air Forces, the Air National Guard, and Air Force Reserves all fly the A-10. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready and look to your right, because here comes Major Wilton and the A-10 Thunderbolt II. Watch now as Major Wilton pulls the A-10 straight to the vertical, demonstrating the Warthog's power and maneuverability in all attitudes of flight. Now, the A-10 for a pass down the show line where he will perform a double aileron. During this maneuver, he will demonstrate the Hog's rapid roll capability by rolling his aircraft at 200 degrees per second. And now, from the left, Major will display the Warthog's rolling maneuverability. Major Wilton is repositioning for a slow roll along the show line to demonstrate the Hog's precise handling characteristics. As he rolls, you will notice a heritage scheme inspired by the Hunt Hunter of Texas, a World War II P-51 Mustang piloted by Captain Henry Brown, the highest scoring ace for the 355th Fighter Group. And now, from the right, the slow roll. Major Wilton is now performing a class aerobatic maneuver, the Q&A. It's the A-10's remarkable maneuverability that enables it to perform its close air support mission. Twisting and turning low over the battlefield, the Warthog can deliver devastating firepower, destroying targets in close proximity to friendly ground forces. The A-10's two TF-34 turbofan engines add more than just power to its performance. They are much quieter than comparable engines. This makes the airplane much harder to hear and aids immensely in achieving tactical surprise. The Hog's engines are also extremely fuel efficient, enabling it to fly more than 1,000 miles without refueling. Add in-flight refueling, and the Warthog can fly non-stop to Europe, the Pacific, and the Middle East. Major Woolen is now repositioning his aircraft to perform a level 360-degree high G turn. It's the A-10's quick turn rate and small turn radius, which enable it to work effectively over the battlefield, even under marginal weather conditions. Less than the size of an average NASCAR racetrack at well over twice the speed of any driver. On the battlefield, this capability enables the Warthog to turn quickly and evade enemy air defenses. Major Woolen is now configuring his aircraft to demonstrate the A-10's slow speed controllability at its final approach speed of 120 knots. Get your cameras ready. This slow speed pass will give you a good chance to see the A-10's high bypass engines and unique tail design. These distinct features help mask the engine heat signature, aiding the pilot to defeat infrared missiles. Let's go to the cockpit of the A-10 and hear what Major Wilton has to say.
I just want to take a moment to thank my family, my wife and kids, for allowing me to come out here and perform for you guys. Definitely thank my team for all their hard work, and of course all you fans for coming out and supporting us. Thank you very much.
Don't put those cameras down yet. The A-10 is the premier close air support aircraft supporting our ground forces engaged with the enemy. These forces usually include an Air Force Joint Terminal Attack Controller, or JTAC, embedded in the unit. The JTAC coordinates and controls the A-10 to engage the enemy. Low altitude tactical navigation is a core competency of every A-10 pilot. The ability to utilize terrain masking techniques in a high-threat environment allows today's attack pilot to surprise unsuspecting targets using the A-10's weapon of choice, the awesome Gal 8 Avenger 30mm Gatling gun. Firing at 70 rounds per second, its big shell delivers 7 times the destructive energy than the more conventional 20mm round. Listen now as Major Wilton obtains final attack clearance from the JTAC.
Hog 1, up and in.
Hog 1, continue. Hog 1, cleared hot. It will now take Major Wilton less than 30 seconds to get back into firing position. With 2 hogs working together, enemy forces can be under 8 fire once every 10 to 15 seconds. where he will simulate dropping 500-pound bombs. These general-purpose bombs are useful for cratering airfields or destroying buildings, adding versatility to the Hog's arsenal of weapons. This continuously changing three-dimensional maneuver makes it very difficult for enemy anti-aircraft gunners to track the A-10. The Warthog was built to withstand significant battle damage while having the capability to fly on a single engine and total loss of hydraulic power. The Warthog has a well-earned reputation for strength and striking power, a reputation earned in multiple deployments where Hogs destroyed numerous enemy armored vehicles, artillery sites, Scud missiles, and was even credited with 2 air-to-air kills. Today, the upgraded A-10C continues to set the standard for supporting Allied forces in today's fight. Ladies and gentlemen, Major William is now repositioning his A-10 for the dedication pass. We would like to dedicate this pass to the men and women of the armed forces and their families. We would also like to remember our wounded warriors and veterans in attendance today. Finally, remember those who have given their lives defending our great nation. This will be your best photo opportunity, so have your cameras ready to capture this proud salute. In today's joint fight and any wounded warriors and veterans in attendance today. We especially want to thank those who have given their lives in defense of this great country and all of their families which have sacrificed so much. The United States Air Force's Air Combat Command provides essential combat air support capability for today's joint fight. The A-10 has consistently demonstrated its ability to fly more than 4 sorties per day, a tribute to the skill and dedication of our magnificent maintenance crew. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a hand to our outstanding maintainers and all those service members keeping our aircraft fit to fly. We hope you have enjoyed this brief display of only a fraction of the A-10's full combat capability. As an integral part of the most capable Air Force the world has ever known, your A-10 Warthogs are ready to defend our nation's skies and dominate the battle space anywhere on the globe. Ready to aim high, fly, fight, and win. And on behalf of the A-10 demo team, thank you, Fort Lauderdale. Attack! Demo out!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. There you have the A-10 Thunderbolt 2, the Warthog. Well, that is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the 2020 Fort Lauderdale Air Show on behalf of all of our folks here, our air bosses, as well as Jay, Edgar, and Nick from In Concert Productions. Thank you for the sound and all of the work that you guys do. We appreciate it. Hope you'll come back for Fort Lauderdale 2021. On behalf of the rest of the crew here, Kyle and all of them, Sarah, Brian, Steve, my name's Larry, and I live in Orlando, Florida. Say, have a great day.
Well, hope you enjoyed it. I did. Anyway, don't forget to look for the video that will be showing the pilots and a close-up of the planes. It should be out in about a week or less. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and show that you like the show. And we'll see you soon. Anyway, have a great day. Bye.
Hey, just want to say that was awesome, the amount of subscribers, the amount of viewers and everything. I hope you guys have subscribed to the channel. Be sure to. I'm going to be editing all this footage. I got some, when it got cloudy now, I got great footage of the F-35s and the A-10s at the end right here, the A-10 at the end. So expect to see some great footage. I did both days, Saturday and Sunday, and like I said, also a pre-show on Thursday. So I've got a lot of editing to do. I'm not sure when the video will be up, so that's why ring that notification bell. Set it to all so you see all notifications on it. Make sure to give this video a like and check out plenty of content, guys. Fort Lauderdale has been basically the only city that's been putting on shows. Everything's been canceled left and right. But Fort Lauderdale had their Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show back at the end of October, beginning of November. I did some live streams. I've got a lot of footage of that to edit. So there's gonna be a lot of boat show coverage. And also they put on this air show, which is awesome. Normally this is done in May. So they did that now in November. That's great. So we have a lot of footage that's going to be coming out for both the boat show and also the air show. Make sure to subscribe, like, leave comments, and check out the channel. It is the Everything channel. So you're going to see a variety of all sorts of content. You can always go to the playlist to kind of see the kind of content you're interested in. Everything from fun places to air shows to boating to POV of roller coasters.
And don't forget haunted houses too.
Oh yes, I did a lot of Halloween coverage, so there's haunted houses. Just everything you can imagine. And give some comments. Tell me what some things you might be interested in seeing. I'm all ears for covering all sorts of things, especially down here in South Florida. But I sometimes go up to Central Florida, the Orlando area, Tampa, etc. So keep the comments, give some likes, give some feedback. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Great turnout I'm seeing on that. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys soon.
That ends the live stream. Bye.
And I'll just close things out here with a nice close-up of Fort Lauderdale Beach and the surf coming in. Yes, Linda, it is over. It's a much shorter, let me just turn this around real fast. So it's a much shorter show than usual. Don't forget the show is normally done in May, but hey, with COVID things getting canceled left and right, it's awesome that they brought it back. They brought it in November, which is not the normal time that they have the show, but they did bring it back. It's better than not having a show at all, so this has been great. So it's a little shorter of a show. They were going to have some more things, but because of the weather in the last few days, they had to cancel the paratroopers. So there was nobody parachuting, which would normally be down by the drop zone where they would land. So those parts were canceled. But anyway, I think it was a pretty awesome show. And be sure, like I said, stay tuned for some amazing coverage. It's going to be in 4K, really sharp. I know the live stream sometimes gets a little, glitchy and this and that. But we're going to be getting some really good footage. I got to edit that. And so once again, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for the turnout. I'm just going to turn it back and then we'll cut it in just a few moments. Here.